What is up, my people? What is up? How are you doing today? Hopefully all is good. Today we're going to talk about how to make your system last. So, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the hair experience. What we talk about here is hair systems, hair replacements, cutting it, cleaning it, installing it, maintaining it, and a life with it. Top Lay still 20% off. The coupon code is below, and the ebook is available to teach you how to do all this. On to the good stuff. All that other shit's out of the way. How to make your system last. That's a very important part of this because you can destroy a system. I'm not saying you, or I'm just saying people in general can destroy a system very quickly. Knowledge is key here, guys. How to make it last. There's a multitude of things. We'll first start off with the cleanliness of it and how often to wash it. Like I've always said, I condition mine every day with a lace system that is a knotted system. That is not a good idea. I do it just because I'm okay with losing some time for the hair to look perfect the entire time and conditioned and smooth and healthy. My regimen is to condition every single day and to wash it every 3 days with shampoo. Put my spray-in conditioner in it daily after I get out of the shower, and sometimes, depending on how old the system is, after or right before I go to bed too. But I use a lot of product. You guys see my hair all the time. I use a lot of product, so that's rough on it too. That's to the second part. The product that you use. Be very careful with the product that you use and what it contains. Parabens or paraffins, alcohols, waxes, things like that. You have to be really careful with what you put onto the hair. Every product that we use for this hair needs to be for color-treated hair. Because this is a color-treated product. It's stripped and then it's colored. It has no cuticle in the exterior to protect the hair itself, so we have to be very gentle with it. I mean, there's twofold to this, okay? Because it's taking care of the hair and taking care of the base, and then the connection between the hair and the base. That's why conditioning every day is not a good idea, because that conditioner will loosen the knot at the base of the, they tie it in a knot, basically. It will loosen that knot and cause shedding. I'm going to do another video on shedding too, but this is kind of probably about the same thing. We're going to stick with the hair part, then we're going to work our way down to the base. The length of the hair is going to play a part of how long it lasts. In my opinion, how long the hair is against how short it is. But the longer the hair, the more you can cover up bad spots that are on the system. The shorter the hair, the more you're going to see a bad spot if it comes up, I guess. Brushing it, combing it, things like that are going to pull the hairs out. They're going to break the hairs. The less movement, the better. That's why I like to spray mine with hairspray so it doesn't get fooled with all day. It just makes sense to me. The more wear and tear we put against the hair, the less it's going to last. So I don't brush mine. I brush it my morning time, and that's really it. I don't put heat against it. If I blow dry it, it's on a low to no heat. It's almost like this lukewarm air. It's just more of the air than it is heat. What else? On to the base. When you remove and attach your system, there's no tugging, no pulling. Let the product that you buy to do the removal do the job for you. Let it do its job. If you stretch a base, it's not going to lay flat. It's going to start wrinkling up in weird spots, and it's going to feel like crap. When it comes to a poly base, like a thin skin, be very careful when you take it off too, because it will tear super quickly, and that's the last thing you want, because once it starts tearing, you're not stopping it. I mean, you might be able to reinstall it one more time, but after that, the tear might run like a bad crack in a windshield or something similar to that. So, a lot of this has to do with the product that we put in the hair. If you get tangles, okay, this is another part of how to take care of it and make it last. If you feel tangles and you keep longer hair like mine, about 4 inches or so, don't just go banging against it with a brush or a comb and expect for the tangles not to be pulled out with the brush. Start towards the bottom. Like my hair comes to about right here. I kind of lay it down and I start towards the bottom to try to work those tangles out as best I can before I get all the way up to the top. That's another way to do it. The hair obviously has to stay healthy as we can keep it because it's not live anymore. The more brittle, more fragile, the worse it's going to be. It's going to break, and that's shedding, and that's not longevity for your system at all. So I'll sum up about this. Good products for the base, good products for the hair itself, and also good treatment, and just not being really rough with it. You know, this is pretty self-explanatory. The easier you are on it, probably the better it's going to treat you. So only wash it every 2 or 3 days at most, and just be really gentle with the brushing and stuff like that. That's really all there is to it, guys. It's not. Another thing that I'm going to do a video especially on this is called a knot sealer. The knot sealer actually does exactly what it says. This is on a lace-based system like a French or a poly, or a French or a Swiss, or anything that's in the lace family. A knot sealer is going to do just that, seal the knots. It applies to the other side, like the bottom side of the lace. You roll it on, or however the applicator gives you to do it, and it basically locks those knots into the base for you'll probably get 30 or 40% more life out of a system from what I've seen if you use a knot sealer religiously. So that's a good way to save your system too. It's all about dollars and cents here, guys. It's all about, the biggest question I get is, what does it cost? The more we take care of that system, the longer it's going to last us, the less it costs. So that's what I got today, guys. Thanks for tuning in and watching me. We've got 400,000 views, 2,500 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for making the channel possible. Thank you for the purchase of the ebook. It helps support the channel. It's a big deal to me. Subscribe below. It's right down there. I'm always looking out for you guys, and we're going to keep making videos. See you in a couple days.